She lifts you up, even though I let you down. I know I'm not perfect, but I know that we're heaven. If you're betting on me, better play another round.
Welcome to the Lavish Show podcast. I am your host, Dr. Shira, Lavish Stallworth, and I have my co-host with me. What's up, Dr. Joshua Carson?
Yo, what's up? Let's go.
I'm so excited to be doing this podcast with you. I mean, it's a long time coming that we're able to get together and cut up. Let's get real. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, I'm just excited, and I'm excited about our topic tonight on relationships.
Yeah.
But how you doing? Tell us. Well, first, tell our audience, that's tuning in. Somebody know us by way of probably through politics or through your Telegram, things that you be doing, all this kind of stuff. Let them know who you are now.
I'm just a professor out here, living my best life in the deep South, and then talking to you about politics and your democratic and wonderful ways, and just learning so much about you. The last podcast that we had, we talked about you.
That's right.
That's right. I think, based off some statistics, we had like almost between yours and mine, we almost had 3,000 views off that.
I know we did
good.
We did good. I'm gonna give you the fist bump on that one, brother. All right. Okay, when doctors meet.
Yeah. Yes, when doctors meet. So I'm always honored to be here.
Yeah.
Chit chat, talk about this relationship life, dating over 40.
Okay.
Right? Being 40 and dating, how that is.
Wait, so we're gonna kick it off first. Okay, so Dr. Joshua Carson, you in your 40s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm in my 40s. So we're going to talk about relationship tonight on this podcast. And, we'll give a little bit more information about ourselves later. But I just want to go right into it because I see him edging, trying to get into this podcast about relationship. Because I was talking to him, y'all, on the phone the other day, and he said something really interesting to me. He was like, if a woman wants to date me or date anybody in their 40s, they need to have their stuff together. Even when it comes to children, their home, how they carry themselves. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Because at 40, you don't have time for no extra baggage. So, why don't you go ahead and explain that a little bit more, Dr. Carson?
Well, I'm divorced.
Did y'all hear that? He said, I'm divorced. Okay. Me too.
Let's make that clear. I'm divorced.
Okay.
But, the journey that I've experienced with dating is different now. Back then, when we would date, you would actually have to approach somebody.
Okay.
You know how you met that special someone? They approached you and they asked you out for dinner or something like that. You go out to dinner, you feel good, take her out, and you have a good time, and you honestly had to develop something.
Right.
Don't you think?
Right.
You had to develop something, but now, it's just challenging out there.
It's challenging?
Yeah, I think it's challenging because social media now has made it so accessible to any and everybody.
Right.
I mean, if you get married on the phone with somebody, what you doing? I don't need you. I'm gonna swipe right.
Hold up. He said, I don't need you. I'm gonna swipe right. There's a lot of dating apps out there. You're right.
So she don't feel you, she swipe right. If I'm not feeling you, I can swipe right.
Wow.
So you never fully develop. You never get something involved, right? I mean, you just never really form anything, right? So it's hard to really establish something with somebody when there's so much competition out there.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's true. You swipe right and it's like, I don't need you. I can go to the next brother or sister.
Right. And you never fully develop the conversation to even get to know that person or even have the ability to find out, okay, well, what did I do wrong that rubbed that person the wrong way? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you truly are trying to develop something, you're going to try to learn that person the best way you can so you can respect their point of view.
That's right. And so in 2024, what you're saying is that, if you're in the dating game, you need to learn this person, grow and develop, stop being in a hurry and a rush. And back to that question, the A game, what do they need to bring? Like for you being a young Black male with a degree from in the military, was in the military, you got a lot of experience. What kind of female would be acceptable to you?
That's a great question.
I don't want to put you on the spot like that, but I'm just saying, what kind of female, what kind of woman, to be in her presence that would make you raise your eyebrow like, ooh?
Well, it's definitely not sexy red type.
Not sexy red type?
Not sexy red type. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not that. But, teach his own. Teach his own. Some people love that.
Y'all, if y'all can see my face on the other side.
Some people love it.
Okay, so not the sexy red type. Okay. All right.
Not Instagram type.
Not the Instagramish type. Okay.
For me, it's more of class, how you carry yourself. I mean, do I have a preference? We all do. I mean, we all do.
I know because some guys like just red bones. What is a red bone? They like skin women, right? And some people like dark skin, white. You know what I'm saying? Black preference. That's right.
Some, let's be real. Some people don't want to date no big back type of person. It's a big back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta be in shape all the time. You gotta be real with yourself. If you know you fat over 40, something wrong with you. Like, there's something wrong with you if you're not getting yourself together.
So you looking for someone that's healthy?
At least healthy.
Healthy? I'm gonna skip over what he said.
But some people really think that how you gonna get a 10 when you don't look like one?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But now you do have some people that's out there and they bag the hottest guy or the hottest girl, and you be like, how did they get him? Or how did he get her?
Yeah.
So to each his own. It's preference, right?
Preferences. I want to say something, but we're on podcast.
We're gonna keep it clean.
I think you got Christian folks.
Yes, I have my Christian family. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. I mean, I just feel like when I'm dating somebody, they just have to have this sense of communication.
Communication.
They have to understand how to conversate, right?
Like you said, go into that companionship and relationship. Right. Let's talk about that too a little bit. If a woman approaches you in 2024 and she wants to be with you, what do you expect of her? As far as a man at the age of 40, like, are you looking for companionship? And are you upfront?
You have to be upfront. A lot of us today like to lie. I don't know why they like to lie.
They do.
There's no reason for you to lie. They give that woman a choice. It's like, I'm much rather you just be open and honest. But for me, I know at this big age, let's just be real with yourself, guys. Some of y'all be struggling. They're struggling in relationships. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. Some of y'all really be struggling. Be looking at y'all, and you just got a relationship with 3 kids.
Ooh.
And then you get another relationship with another woman with 3 kids. Then you wonder why you always stress all the time. You taking care of 2 families. There's no way in this day and age you can mentally handle that.
Wow.
Right? I mean, you have to think outside the box, right? I mean, you won't struggle love. How y'all both want struggle love?
Struggle love. Let's put that in hashtag.
I don't want no struggle love. I know it's hard for people to accept, but this for me personally, if I'm going to develop with somebody, I have to be able to accept the fact that if I'm going to be a man and be a provider, what can I really bring to the table?
That's right.
Right? And I don't know about I don't know about y'all, but I come from an old school type of family, what I'm saying? I believe that the man should do his best to provide.
Right.
So I get there's these times we have these 50-50, but I believe in 100-100, right?
Mm-hmm.
You coming, I'm coming, but I'm going to do my best to make sure you're okay. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
That's all you can really do, right?
Yep.
If you're a real man, you acknowledge that. And it's hard I don't know what's going on with these new men these days. I don't know, but if you're a real man, you have to be able to acknowledge that you the head of the household. You have to be a provider.
Preach it. That's right. Head of the household.
You have to do it. And reality is, and I know it's hard for some people to accept, but it's the reality. I know we live in a world where women, beautiful black women, are doing very well for themselves, right? And I know some beautiful black women who are married to some wonderful guys, where their wives do make more than them, right? But those wives respect that man because they understand he's the head of the household.
That's right.
And they have an unbelievable marriage. You know what I'm saying? But if you're single and you're over the age of 40 and you're divorced, you have to ask yourself some serious questions as a black man. What can I bring to the table?
What can I bring? And you're interested in this 40-year-old woman that's got it going on, okay? Yeah. And she has her stuff together. What could that man bring to the table? That's how I look at guys that want to date me. What are you bringing to the table?
What are you honestly?
You know?
And the reality is, and that's so true. The reality is this, you get out there, and I know for me, if you know how it is with divorce,
yeah,
somebody's gonna be up, somebody's gonna be down. Let's just say facts.
That's true.
I ain't never seen nobody both up
going through a divorce.
Somebody's gonna be broke that divorce. You hear me?
That's
somebody's gonna be broke.
Game. That's game.
What?
That's right.
What it is.
Oh,
you have to learn how to accept some things.
That's a hard, hard topic.
You gotta be on silent mode. Why you have posts on Facebook?
I'm broke and I'm hurting.
You gotta be real with yourself.
That's right.
And sometimes it takes that to be real. You have to be real with yourself. Then when you first develop and you get yourself together and you start, okay, I'm back on my grind. Okay, I start doing well. Then you have to start asking yourself some questions. Okay, well, I was married, for 4 years. I'm talking about guys who've been divorced,
right?
Seeking, right? You've been married, but you also were doing your best to be a provider in one relationship, doing your best. You might not have been perfect, but you were doing your best, right? And then you get into a new relationship, and then you expect to be a provider in a new relationship. You can't do that in your pocketbook and saying that, right?
Let me tell you, I know people, family members that has done that. They in a relationship, get out that relationship, bring that baggage into another relationship. Yes. And it's like you said, you got 3 kids, and then you go into another relationship with somebody with 3 kids, and you're not financially stable.
Yes, you're not financially stable at all, and then you're just looking crazy, right? And then on top of that, now you start the journey all over again. You start the cycle all over again, right? So reality is, if I'm going to date you, I need to make sure that I can provide.
That's right.
The best way I can, right? I get it. It's new age. Where women will send money to dudes.
Let's talk about that. The men that want to be babyfied, they like women taking care of them. I have a problem with that. I don't understand that. I don't understand because the way I was raised, my dad, my father, I call him a father. He took care of me, my brother. He gave my mother his paycheck every week. She did what she needed to do in the household. My daddy washed clothes. He washed dishes, cut the lawn. He did everything. So my standards are kind of high. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because that's how I was raised. But these men nowadays that I see, they like women to take care of them, to pay the bills, cook, clean, which we already know our duties, as a woman. But it's like we're pacifying them and stopping them from going into their manhood of being the head of the household. It's I don't understand that's going on. What is it?
I'm not gonna get in trouble,
okay? Okay, I know.
I'm not gonna get in trouble. But do you feel sometimes like when you say that? Did you come from a 2-parent home?
Yes.
You came from a mother and dad.
A mother and a father, 2-parent home.
In the household, right?
Yes.
So you knew what a relationship is supposed to look like.
That's right. That's right.
I came from a 2-parent home.
Okay.
Mother and father, right?
Okay.
I ain't trying to get in trouble. I love all my beautiful people out there. You know
yes, yes.
But the reality is, a lot of brothers are raised by single mothers. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. There's some great brothers out there who are raised by single mothers.
That's right.
But a lot of times they don't know how to handle emotions, right?
Go ahead, Dr. Carson. Hold up. Say that again. Run it back.
A lot of times they don't know how to handle emotions.
They don't know how to handle emotions.
And sometimes, why I hear, because, this big age, there should be no reason why brothers don't even know how to conversate.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? So if they don't know how to get their emotions out, all they're seeing is a woman get mad. All I see is a woman talk. That's all I ever know. So when you talking, sometimes it might be feeling like you're talking to another woman. I hear it when I'm talking to them. You know, I used to be a part of the X. I used to be a member of the X. So I freaking know. You know what I'm saying? And so it's hard for people to honestly develop. Like, let's just be real. And let's take a poll out there. How many people, don't matter if you man or woman, how many honestly great conversations you be having on that apps? Let's think about it. You get on that app.
Dating apps.
You get on those apps and you swipe, right?
I'm gonna make a phone.
And you swipe. And you think that girl look bad. But you literally oh, she's like, oh, thing. And so you swipe, right?
Right.
Then you swipe and you're like, okay, and then you start chit-chatting. And you think the conversation's really good, right? Because we're so used to society, right?
Right.
And then once you say, hey, let me call you, right? Because where I come from, if I'm gonna be a hunter, I'm gonna ask. Women just give out your number like it's hotcakes these days. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta try the number. They gonna give it to you.
They gonna give it to you.
Because they already know, like, hey, it's a struggle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what their risk assessment. The risk assessment is low, obviously. I mean, 6'4". I'm 6'4". You know what I'm saying? Better than fine.
I'm going to get you.
It is what it is. I know I'm 6'4". You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of kick it.
Let's talk to Joshua
but the
Garcia.
reality is, you know, you get on the conversation, you actually get on the phone and you talk. And conversation's so lost. You get on there and you say, hey, how you doing? Well, tell me a little about yourself. Tell me who you are. Such and such. So where you from? Such. Okay? Now you just both breathing heavy on the phone.
Right.
That gets annoying. I'm listening to your hot breath, you listen to mine. Like, what in the world are you doing, girl? Is everything okay with you? Are you on something cool? It ain't. Is it? And you just listen to him. He's like, you're like, well, I guess I gotta go.
No conversation, no communication,
so
no nothing. Wow.
And then the conversation we just did, right? Then, you know, that's how I know that if you watch 600 Pounds, they always have a boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
My 600 Pound life, they always have a boyfriend and girlfriend.
They do.
And I'm not trying to talk about Moss Point, Pascagoula, but Duckport. Every time I drive through there, there's some homeless people holding hands somewhere on that damn road.
Yeah.
They holding them hands, right?
Yep.
And they love each other.
Yep.
They're sleeping outside, right? So if they can get somebody, okay. If they can get somebody, right? If you look at me, you see how you look at me? If they can get somebody.
Wow.
Them 600 pounds, what they do?
That's true.
You be watching.
So there's love out there for everybody, really, right?
I mean, yes, there is. What's he think?
I believe it is. I believe God has somebody for everybody.
You think so?
Because he told Adam it's not good for man to be alone. He created a wife. So I believe there's somebody for everybody. And I mean, unless you choose to be alone. Some people want to be alone and live their life and be happy, you know. But some people you have in society, they want a man or they can't make it without a man. Then you have the sisters that say, I don't need a man. Let's talk about that. I don't need a man. And I'm going to tell you right now, you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I've been divorced for almost 10 years. So, all right. So, you know, and I got two beautiful teenagers that, you know, part of their life, they're with their father. Part of their life, it was single mother time, but their father never left their side. So they always seen their father, and their father was very supportive of them. So, you know, you have those women that say, I can do it by myself. I'm a this, I'm a that. I have this degree, and I don't need no man. And then some of them are raising these sons without a man. And then, you know, there's problems that may occur down the line because there wasn't a father figure in the house. And I always tell women in my organization, Creative Women Enterprise, I always tell them, you know, if you don't have a male figure in your son's life, you need to get one, whether it's the pastor, whether it's you know what I'm saying? Any male figure that's positive. You need that in your son's life. You know, I just believe you do. And some mothers have raised their sons without a male figure. I mean, it with the grace of God, you know, he's productive. But I'm just saying, it's a lot of things that goes on that boys need to know. They need to learn. I know I can't be effective as a man will be for my son. You know what I mean? I can't. And I have seen that in a lot of children that I have came across through the years.
And you know what? I think it's a challenge to accept because, you know, you're right. Because, you know, when you're out here dating, you know, I want to be looking for fathers for the kids.
Ooh. All these women be looking for fathers.
Women be looking for
I'm telling you, 2024 has turned up the heat. Wait. So you got these women out here looking for fathers for their kids. You got these women out here that already have kids. Now, any brothers too, they have kids and want to go in a relationship with other people with kids and they're not financially stable.
You can't do that.
And wait, you in your 40s.
You in your 40s.
You in your 40s and you ain't bringing that. You can't cook, can't clean. You know, and you want the fairy tale. You want this and want that, and you gotta crawl before you walk. Some of us at 40, you already crawl.
Yeah, some of you want to have babies later.
You want to have babies.
Some of them want to have babies.
Oh Lord!
That's the problem with that. If you, let me be very clear, y'all. I love everybody. Let me be very clear. I'm just talking based off reality.
Yes.
Right. I want to make that very clear. You know, God can give you anybody. Let's make that very clear.
Yep. God
can bring anybody in your life. Because I ain't trying to be on no TikTok. Yeah.
they gonna flip.
I'm a cousin. Lord Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Lord Jesus, Lord God is good. They don't click, clack, and click, you know, they're going to do all that stuff. So I just want to be very clear. But I just want people to think of realities. Right? Realities are, you know, you're 40. Think of it. You know, you're 40 years old.
Midlife.
I have to think of certain things that's going to be beneficial for my daughter. Right?
Right.
So when I'm dating somebody and she's asking me, hey, I need you to do this, and I know mentally in my mind, I already have a responsibility to my daughter, right? Financially.
Wow.
So I already know I got to make sure she has the best life possible.
That's right.
Right. Now, keep in mind, I do like you. I think you're amazing. I'll pay for dinner. We go out. We'll do what we need to do. At the same time, am I really ready to commit financially and being a husband?
I think that's key right there. A lot of people are stuck right there. Yeah. Everything's going well in a relationship, but then it's gonna come that point where you like, she either wants to go all the way or you want to go, but it's that issue. Am I willing to commit?
And be especially if I've already been through something already.
Oh, say it.
I've already been through that already, and the bottom end. It didn't come out on top.
All right. Look, we in the same. We was in the same boat.
So I have to own that, right? And so for me, I have to honestly ask myself before I bring this woman in my life, you know, what can I really do? So is it better for me to be married, or is it okay for me just to have a companion? I could be your companion because I can go to my house and you can go to your house. I can take you out to Jamaica.
I told you should have been a preacher. That's funny. I love that. Wait. Like you said, I can go to my house. You can go to your house.
Yeah.
Call each other. Yeah. Hey, boo. What you doing?
Hey, boo.
Let's go eat.
Hey, boo. Hey, boo. You know what I'm saying?
And then we go home. Right? Go eat your own house.
I'm going to ask for forgiveness. Either way. Lord, I'm going to ask for it.
Right. I feel you on that. That's true. And look, you ain't got to worry about the stress, you know, of dealing with someone else's children. You know, I believe in friendship first before relationship. Anyway, you know, be friends, you know, date, court, you know, before getting into bed with somebody. Date and court them, get to know them, get to know their family. If I can turn back the hands of time, Lord. You will get to know the family. You know, if you have a parent that never taught you about dating or relationships, you need to read some books. You need to watch some TV on it because you need to know that person's family. You just need to know that person, period. Like you said.
Do. And the stories that I've heard. You know, I was at a restaurant one day. And, met the lady. I was a part of the apps, you know. I swiped.
Hold on. me. You was on the dating app.
I was on the dating app.
Make it clear for our audience. And you swiped.
She was a pretty little thing. You know what I'm saying? You could tell she was like, what? Gorgeous. You know how I am. Yeah, I like him. You know what I'm saying? If I see you, I'm gonna get you. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies, beware.
I'm gonna at least try. I'm gonna at least try.
Okay.
So I asked her, I said, are you single? I did. I asked her that. Because, some people will think that they're single, but whoever they be entertaining might not think that they're single.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So they might be thinking, I'm in love. You know what I'm saying? But you and your mind, it's been over.
It's been, I'm single.
You know what I'm saying? So I asked her, she said, yeah. I said, okay, you know what? Let's go meet up at Chili's. Let's go have a little drink or something like that. We'll sit out talking, have some good conversation, see if something can evolve, right? Get there, you know how I ain't gonna spend a whole lot of money on your first day. I'm gonna pay though. I'll pay for the meals, but I ain't gonna spend a whole lot of money on you on the first day. And so we sit there and conversation's going great, talking, definitely intelligent lady. All of a sudden I hear Taj in the background. Bless his heart, he was 5'5".
Oh my God, it was a fellow that came in.
A short little fella. 5'5". I didn't know what to say, but he came in there rushing at me. From the distance, it looked like a midget, but I didn't know it was a real person.
Wait a minute. So you on a date with somebody, you on dating app, you swipe right or whatever, or you swipe and picked up, and y'all go out to eat, and then you hear somebody say her name in the background.
He rest up there. You know, she was looking crazy like a deer caught in her headlight.
Jesus.
Boy, I said that too.
Oh my goodness. He bombed.
I said that too.
So he bombed right. He bombed right.
I said, man, hold up now. I said, hold up, little brother. You know what I'm saying? I said, hold up. I said, I didn't know she was married. You know what I'm saying? And it happens, so people be entertaining people, right?
Jeez.
And, I'm not saying that it threw me off, right? But it did.
It would have threw me off. That's terrible.
But learning through my journey that people will show you their representatives. They will give you their representatives all day.
Yeah.
And they never show you who they really are.
And then when they show you who they are,
you caught up in sauce.
You better believe them, like Maya Angelou said.
But you are like, when they show you their representative, they'll give you a great resume. Resume looking good. You be thinking their resume like a 10. You sitting there looking like, oh my God, your resume is just stunning. And then they don't tell you they have issues at home. They don't tell you that they might have a man they're talking to. They don't tell you that.
Man, you better say that.
That's going on. It's okay, tell me. You know how back in the day, what Kelly Price said, it's morning. And now it's time for us to say goodbye. Kelly Price had a choice, right?
Yeah.
She knew it was morning. Right?
Right.
She had, because she knew where that man was leaving, too. Right? That man gave her a choice. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, Kelly gave that man a choice. Did you not?
She did.
Because you said it's morning.
Wow.
So how much whether you give me a choice to let me know so I can make a decision. So you never gave me the choice to even make sure, like, whoa. Oh, so you're talking? Are you separated? Are you divorced? What's going on? No, you just told me you were single.
So you see a lot of games. Like, why are we seeing that? At 40. You got a side piece. You got a side chick. You got another fella, another joker on the side. Like, and then when you get out in public, you with your boo, you do your thing, everything like that. But then from outside of the public, you with so and so and so and so. And then you still swiping and you still on the dating app. You still on the dating app.
Swiping.
And trying to link up with Sneaky Link.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, though, here's my thing here. Dating is it's a loose word. You ever been with somebody when they say, "Well, if you're dating me, I want to be the only one that you're dating"?
Uh-huh.
You hear women say that too.
Yep.
You know, a
Yep.
lot of women say that.
God.
Like, I want to be the only one that you're talking to. How? I'm just dating you. We dating,
Boy,
right?
this is getting deep.
So you can't tell me.
Whoa.
Women say, "I want to be the only man that you, I want you to be the only man that's talking to me."
Wow.
And you women say that.
Wow, you're like, I just told you, yeah. I'm dating.
And then so dating is a loose word.
It is a loose word.
So sometimes I tell people, back in the day we just talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just talking.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't dating you. I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes, sometimes it's just different. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta remind people.
So people get offended. That's why be careful, because you might have been dating this brother for almost 3 months now.
Right.
And then you still want to play the field because you've been dating him.
Right.
But you say me, that brother, if a brother is investing in you,
say it.
I don't know why we be playing with these brothers.
Hold on, doctor. You said if a brother is investing, I love it.
If a brother is investing,
what is he investing?
He investing time.
Time.
He's investing making sure you're okay.
Yes.
If you call him and you have a flat tire, that brother stop what he's doing to come help you. You already know, boo. That's somebody you don't need to play with.
You better say that.
Why are you playing with that brother? You already know if he stopped what he's doing for you. You can call him up and you say, "Hey, I need this," or he might have it at that moment in time, but he get it for you. You don't need to play with them type of brothers. You ain't raised them type of brothers.
That's right. And then women sometimes let those type of brothers slip through their finger and the best friend gets them. And then they be mad, upset, because the best friend knew how to treat them, knew how to, talk to him, communicate, and he just lavished at that best friend. Yeah, I've seen it before. You know what I'm saying?
They want future. But now they want future, but they were praying for Russell Wilson. How do you do that? Yeah, I think you have the future all your life. You expect the future all your life. But now you want Russell Wilson. You got my phone. Get off my phone. I haven't seen you out there playing with futures all your life. And now you want Russell Wilson?
Now you want Russell Wilson.
Get off my phone, girl.
Wow.
You can't get something. You can't get something you ain't been practicing it.
Come on now.
You can't get something if you have not been practicing. So if you've been practicing futures all your life,
and just Future is the rapper. I hope y'all know that. I forgot what he rapped.
Yeah, it's the Christian.
Be real.
If you dating futures all your life, and you honestly expect to get Russell Wilson, God gonna give you that Russell Wilson because you ain't tried to see.
You ain't even ready for the Russell Wilson.
You haven't planted the soil to even get the Russell Wilson.
You was out there with the bag of material. You was out there with the gold.
It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. You still thinking that. So you playing that type of thing.
Goodness.
Right, my line?
Like you said, you was out there with the sexy reds. You was out there, it ain't nothing wrong with the sexy reds, And it's to each his own. To each his own. So some people like the sexy red, but what we're trying to convey is, if you setting your standards so high, make sure you can match those standards. You ain't gonna try to match it when you get married, because something's gonna happen to where he's gonna find out how you really act, who you really are, or she's gonna find out how you really act, how you really are, and it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. I just feel like sometimes, when you think about it, people will say, especially like dating's a loose word.
Yeah, like I have a question for you. People used to always say back in the day, opposites attract. Opposites attract. But the more I have studied, on relationships and just the wisdom from the Lord, what does that mean, opposite attract? It doesn't. I know that you got a magnet, right? Opposites attract, negative, positive. But positive plus positive equals positive.
Yeah, that's a great question.
So I don't.
That's a great question.
I don't understand that. So we go after the opposite, just as you said. We say you're a Christian woman, okay, or someone that believes in high standards and principles. You're very classy, and you go pick somebody, as you said, like a Future, which is a rapper, right? A rapper that tatted up all the stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I had my days when I liked the thugs. So you basically go pick the thugs.
Listen. I was just very clear. I ain't trying to get shot by nobody.
Yeah. Well, you want to go get you a thug, right? Because
I can get one myself, okay? A lawyer brought me a long way.
You want to get this thug because he's got nice car rims, he's got money. Go, or you want to go get the businessman that got all the money, white collar, works in law firm and all that stuff. But you're not matching. You're not matching. You're not matching his game.
And you know what? It's crazy to say that. I feel that there's just backgrounds involved, right? So I feel like if you are a selfish person, I don't think it's much if you Future Russell Wilson. So, I had to throw that in there.
Say that again. A selfish person.
A selfish person. If you know you're a selfish person, and sometimes I've seen the best relationships between two selfish people. Wow. Because they're both selfish. They both are looking out for themselves. They still make it work because they're selfish. And then I've seen loving people, just loving people, be with another loving person. And it works out because they're both loving.
Loving.
Right? You see how you can honestly, when you walk into the house, you feel the loving spirit.
You feel the love.
You do.
The kids be loving.
Everybody
loving.
Right? But when you see a loving person and a selfish person, it's diabolical. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is always in resentment. Somebody's hating somebody. Somebody's doing somebody. Somebody's bitter. Oh, what you out? You doing this? There's no security involved.
No respect.
No respect. Somebody's making somebody insecure because they're selfish. They ain't doing enough. Somebody's feeling that. It's just too much going on.
So what do we call that? Toxic relationship.
Because you know why? They truly did not match.
They didn't match.
So
there we go. Opposite attract. Opposite attract. Now you attract because something attracts you to that person. Yeah. Their smile, the way they look. I'm gonna be honest right now. I used to say I want a guy to have gold around his neck, have a gun on his side. I wanted that little thug mentality when I was younger. I'm serious. That's what I wanted, but God didn't call me to that, But I was like what the flesh wanted, right? Yeah. So that was opposite. Obviously, it didn't work, because that's not what you're created to be as far as what God has created you to do on this earth. And I'm just speaking for myself. If I'm saying I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to have this, I'm going to do this. If I'm speaking positivity over my life, I should be dating somebody in that same realm of the spirit and that influence that has that millionaire mindset, that has the goals that I have. He has even higher and greater goals, right? And then I should be with somebody that have the same kind of desires. Yeah. If you like the beach, he needs to like the beach. Yeah. If you like water sports and traveling, he needs to like water sports and traveling. Right. Now you're going to get with somebody that don't like water, can't swim, and he done bored you to death, or she done bored you to death, and you want to go to Dubai. And they say, I don't even like riding on flying in the air and none of that. And then there's problems, like you said.
There's problems. I think too, a lot of times, when you date, this has been shocking to me. Some of these women making some great money. They doing well for themselves. Our beautiful black women are doing very well.
They are.
They're doing very good. Very, very good. And I'll be stunned when some of these beautiful six-figure women be dating these brothers that they don't have nothing to the table.
Nothing.
And you know what? But they on the app. And then I feel like I'm in therapy, listening to talk for 40 minutes of what happened to them. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Because you be sitting there listening to them and you hear the stories about like what this person did to them or what this person did. And you really be sitting there like, wow, that's some crazy ass stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a PK kid. I went to PK. Lord brought me a long way. Okay. Yeah, it brought me a long way.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh my goodness. But you're right. You're right. Because everybody has a story to tell. And in this topic, and if you're tuning in, you're just tuning in to the Lavish Show. Let's Be Real Talk Show podcast. And I'm your host, Dr. Shira Star, and my co-host, Joshua Carson, Dr. Joshua Carson. So we're talking about relationships, but what I want to say is that, we in 2024, and there are some hurting people out there, and they're really searching for love. And like I said earlier, I believe there's love for everybody. Now, I'm going to get kind of preachy on this. You got to love yourself first. And I'm going to give you that key. You got to love yourself first. I also have some books coming out pretty soon. Yeah, that's some books. Look, the title is Learning How to Deal with Marriage, Betrayal, and Learning How to Love Again. That's the book. That's why you got a memoir coming out. Yeah, The Life of a Prophetess. We got some emotions. It's coming out soon. But yeah, you will, boo. So this the thing. You got to love yourself and let God reveal to you who you are. And that's going to take some time. That ain't going to be you dating everybody to find out who you are. You got to get some time alone by yourself to find out who you are, who God called you to be, created you to be. And once you start finding yourself, you'll start loving yourself. And when you start loving yourself, you're not going to let anybody talk to you any kind of way, do you any kind of way. You're going to have the utmost respect for yourself, and you're going to love unconditionally. Everybody. You're going to love everybody unconditionally. So that's the first step in relationship before finding, before seeking. Go ahead.
I just want to say, when you start loving yourself, then that's when you start being able to discern who you actually need in your life.
Yeah.
When you start loving yourself, you start discerning who you really need in your life.
Exactly.
Right. So you already know. So I'm a loving person. I've been my back. I've been my back for anyone.
Yeah.
I stop what I'm doing, make sure you're good. But I also know too, if I'm gonna be with somebody, I need to make sure I'm with the nurturer.
Oh,
that gives me the same.
A nurturer.
I need somebody who's nurturing, loving, because I'm nurturing and loving. Because that's who I am.
That's right.
My mama was nurturing and loving. I agree with my dad. Even though he taught me how to be a man, he was a loving man.
That's right.
So all I know is love, right? But if I date somebody, I actually had I actually swiped. I was another swipe. We had a little baby back then. I said, I can't date you. I told the woman, I can't date you. And she was like, why? You never experienced love. So you don't know what loving is. I come from a loving family. So I'm not going to make the same mistake like I did probably before. You know what I'm saying? I already know. I came from a loving family where my dad told me I love me. Dad, I love you, son. My mama told me I love you. If I came from that, I'm not going to put myself with somebody who never came from that.
Can you teach love? Can you teach
people
it?
People say I can change.
You get,
but I don't believe that because I think Christian backslide every day.
Hold on.
Christian backslide every day.
Now Jesus taught love, and the reason why I asked him that rhetorical question is, can you teach love? Is because sometimes we get in relationships and we think we can change people. We get in relationships and we say, he ain't that bad, or she's not that bad. And when we get married, it's going to change. We can dress them up, dress her up. We can tell them, stop doing all that negative stuff, cursing and going to the clubs and doing that. We think we can change them by saying, stop doing all that drinking, da, da, da. But at the end of the day, that is a whole individual. That person is himself or herself. They have choices.
It's crazy you say that because when I was speaking to the nice lady, beautiful lady, and I was being sincere with everybody. I said, "Listen, I think you're amazing. I think you're wonderful." But did I throw a little shade out there? I said, "Yeah." I said, "You just may not be for me." You know what I'm saying? She took it the wrong way. Like she was like, "What you trying to say? I can change." I said, "It's not about you changing, because I don't want you to change."
That's right.
Your habits are already there.
Your habits are there.
It takes 21 days to break a habit. 21 days.
21 days to break a habit.
So you've been through years of toxicity. That habit ain't gonna break anytime soon, boo.
What we go back to what we said. You gotta learn how to love yourself. Spend that time by yourself.
Be okay. Be alone.
Yeah, be alone. And don't jump into something right after you came out of something. Rebound.
Just because you see your friend on Facebook posting, and they got a relationship with marriage, boo, that's them.
That's them.
They don't gotta be you. You better enjoy your life.
Enjoy your life.
And live free.
Now, I ain't lying. At 40, that's me. And I am very focused, enjoying my life. Of course, I get people in my inbox. I know you do. Don't even sit up here and say, I know. I know you're in. Oh, Lord, we all Christian, but I'm just saying, I know. 6 what? How tall are you?
6'4".
All right. Size 16 shoes, but I'm just saying. I just want to throw that out there. But anyway, I'm just being funny, y'all. But anyway, like I said, our inboxes be full, and people be like, why, you don't want to date, you, what do they say? You judging, or your standards too high. You think you something. Well, I do think that, because that's how I see myself, as being somebody of class, intelligence. I carry the logo of a queen, so that's what I see myself. So I'm not just going to pick anybody.
And it's so true, though, you see me in inbox. I tell my young brothers, women think the same way guys do. They think the same way guys do. You just need to be more tactful. Wow. How you say something. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. How many inbox? How many brothers you have in your inbox say something about?
I was gonna bring up a subject, but I'm not gonna bring it up, because this is what most brothers do to me that just makes me. They see that I preach. They see that I do things. They send. What do they send, ladies? Their private parts, and I am so upset with that. I be like, oh my God, if you don't have enough respect for me, you check my page out. To not send that, and they send it to a priest. They send it. They don't care. They don't. What you think I'm gonna do? No, who they? Delete. Yes, so we have. It's bad people everywhere, Dr. Carson. But what I'm saying is that we in 2024. We got to stop that. We got it. And look. I ain't gonna get myself in trouble, but anyway, we got to stop that, right? With the inbox stuff like that. Seriously, if you're not dating that person and you just come in their inbox with all this nakedness and vulgar language, like you said, we got to step up. We got to stop.
That's what's the first thing that comes to play. What happens when you hold a conversation, especially when you date a woman over 40? A brother gets on the phone, you actually hold a conversation with that woman. She is just so dumbfounded. Because you actually carrying the conversation. Right. You actually engaging with her. You actually talking to her. You actually stimulate her mind. You give her that one-on-one attention. You actually talking to her. And when you actually talking to her, she's like, oh my God, you're talking to me. When she's used to saying, WYD, what you doing? And how are you? And this and that, and silence on the phone. No, I'm actually caring. So tell me about your day. Tell me what you plan on doing.
Let's role play. Let's role play. We're going to get y'all a role play. Okay, all right. Okay, so Dr. Carson gonna role play with me, okay? I'm a single woman, and he done came to my inbox, and he done seen me. He done seen on my Facebook. He done seen me on TV. He's like, this queen got it going on. All right, now you come my inbox. How you gonna?
I'm gonna say, girl, I saw you. I'm not gonna send you an audio message.
Okay.
I'm probably not gonna send in the way we are now. You can send audio messages.
Right.
You can send video messages. You gotta make yourself look different.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna send you an audio message, make you laugh a little bit. Once I get you a laugh, right now.
Tell me what you gonna say.
I might say, "Girl, I'm sorry." I'm gonna say it's funny. I'm gonna say it's so funny. I'm gonna say, "Girl, I'm sorry," and then I'm gonna say, "Tell me about yourself." Mm-hmm. And then once you tell me about yourself, then we're gonna start talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me what you do. But you're gonna tell me about your life. I'm gonna sit and listen to you.
Because it's not gonna be, "Hey, how you doing?"
Tell me, "Hey, how you doing?" Talk about things that are relevant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm in politics, so you're gonna hit me with.
I'm gonna say, "Well, listen, I see you're a Democrat. What you got going on, girl? You okay?"
Y'all,
I see how y'all want them cities. Jackson, Baton Rouge.
Okay.
Y'all,
I'm about to use these 5 fingers with Dr. Carson.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway. You gonna tell
right. I'm gonna tell you about democracy, Democrat, why I believe in what I believe in, and why I'm running for
read your
offices.
profile, and then I'm gonna have like spark. Don't debate. I said, why you trying to have an argument with somebody you don't know the first day?
That's right.
How do you have an argument with somebody on an app that you don't even know? How do you have an argument? How do you get an argument about? Have you ever experienced that?
I don't want to experience. Just talk.
Be so natural about it. So tell me about your family. Okay, I have a daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, yeah. My daughter's swimming. You talk about life. Yeah, I'm doing this. You're talking about things. You're engaging.
That's right. The first question that I ask a guy is like, I don't come out, Jesus. I don't come out like that, the Lord. I don't do that. At first, like, if you come at me like that, I'm going to ask first a question that I know that I like to do is go to the beach. So I'm going to say, you a good swimmer? Do you like to swim? Do you go to swim?
Do you love to swim?
Yeah. What about jet ski? You know how to ride jet ski?
I do.
Wow. You love Florida?
Girl, stop playing.
Florida, I'm for real.
So what part of Florida you been to?
All over Florida. Orlando, Tampa, Key Largo.
And it's how this is how I relate. You
tell
me like you swim, like you go to the beach. I see you have kids. My daughter happened to be on the swim team.
Really?
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
It's wonderful. You know what
because
I'm saying?
The myth is that black kids and black people can't swim. But look, you done proved.
I'm not even love that.
But I love the water and I love swimming. You see what I'm saying, audience? You got to get that combo. You don't jump straight to sex. You don't jump straight to vulgarity.
She already thinking what
you know that.
She already thinks what you thinking.
Come on.
I said you got to stimulate that mind first.
Stimulate the mind. Get the relationship going about. You're a doctor, Dr. Carson. What is your degree in?
Global business.
Global business. That means you're going to be running things all over the world.
Yeah. My goal is I just love to have a dual career.
Wow.
I'm looking to hopefully be a dean one day, and then possibly become an executive in a company, and then be able to establish myself and just grow. Just be there for my daughter.
So in the women's mind, when we hear a brother say that, we thinking about what? Security. This brother gonna be set. Security. He loves his daughter. He loves his mother. He comes from a house of love. We know that he's a good fish to catch. So we got to catch him. We can't let him slip through our fingers like water, right?
But we dating, right?
But we're dating.
Right, we're dating, right?
We're dating, but women,
we dating, right?
But women still gonna catch. They're gonna try to throw their little.
But you know what? They're gonna be like, you're always supposed to talk to me. You're always supposed to talk to me.
Ooh, Dr. Carson, they was possessive, wasn't they?
They.
Oh man. I don't let myself get to that level where they think that I'm theirs because I'm so busy. So I let them know straight off the bat. I do 6 jobs. I am very busy. I might don't get Look, you won't get a text message back from me till 2 or 3 days later.
Sometimes, but
that I put it up front.
He was never special.
But that is true.
Never special.
Boy, you better say it.
He was never special to you.
You make sure he get off this podcast.
He was never special to you. I be busy. I work 6 jobs.
Let me get off this podcast. But that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Let's be real. Let's be real.
If he was special to you, you would hit him up.
So when he hello? What you doing, boo? What you say? You want to go well? Okay.
Period. He was never just like when I tell women sometimes, listen, if you're in a relationship with me and we're there, and you call me, I'm in a board meeting. Okay. You tell me, Josh, something wrong in my car, or I have a flat tire, I can't do something, something's in the house, a roach in the house, and I'm gonna stop what I'm gonna do. Say, listen, I gotta go take care of something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. And handle that. If I really like you, I'm gonna go out my way for you. Right? So I tell people all the time, if people say, well, I don't have time. I don't have time. If you didn't like the boy, just tell me you like it.
Tell me, and look, they should get the point.
And that's another problem. That's another problem y'all women be doing. Y'all be thinking brothers get the point. Y'all be thinking brothers be getting the point.
And they don't. Oh, okay.
But you never told them. That's true. So he still texting. Now you got the brother that you like. So he texting? Yeah, he's still texting me. So you telling me you're involved? You telling me you're in a relationship or something? What's going on?
That's true.
And well, I just didn't know. You want me to tell him?
So you stringing him along. And guys do that to women. String them along so they can have that safety net.
Man, I mean, I come from old school. You know, I was taught a long time ago from my old days. You didn't have a spare tire. But sometimes,
oh my God,
a spare tire can be flat. You might be
I see that analogy. Okay, leave that spare. Wow.
So you might. So if you're talking to somebody that you honestly know that's giving you more attention and actually really genuinely going out their way for
and what you say, investing their time, their energy.
In you. That might be something for a woman. She might need to keep that brother on her roster.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You might need to keep him on your roster because at that point, you know, I've dated some independent women. I've dated some doctors. I've dated lawyers. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, they all want the same thing.
Right.
Love, happiness, security, or just, you know, I've seen it where a woman makes way more than a man, but that man gives that woman security.
That brings me to this, and we're gonna close in a little bit, y'all. We're gonna close. But this what gets me. Where we at now? Where we at? All right, so I just want to say this. Okay, say you had a certain. This is a question for somebody that had emailed me. Say you a certain celebrity, or you had a status to where people respect you. You are a great influencer, you know, people know you, and you get to the level to where someone talks to you or reaches out to you and they want to be with you, but you're not able to respond to them because they might got this one hiccup and you got to list how you want your man to be, or he got to list how he wants his woman to be, but they have it might be smoking marijuana, it might be drinking, it has just a hiccup. How do you approach that without letting, because we pray for, I want this, God, I want that. And sometimes God send it to us, but not the way that we think it should look. But we say, oh, that ain't God because he got that. But everything else is lining up.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I feel you on that because, I smoke. I drink. I smoke cigars. Cigars. Not the smoke. Oh, snap. I drank. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then I have a brother who wants to get my whole right side tanning, get tattoo on my neck. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm a doctor. Okay. Corporate America, brother. So when the first time somebody look at me, they're like, what?
What in the
world?
But you the full package, but you have these, I wouldn't call them flaws because I know that that's something that you can stop doing.
The smoking?
You can stop smoking, you can stop. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can stop doing it. So to the women out there, sometimes we let that brother slip through our fingers like water because we say, I can't be with him. I can't be with her.
People, it's a different world today because there's so many options.
Too many options.
Too many
BBLs.
Too many BBLs. I done mess with some women with some BBLs now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same, but I like natural. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I'm saying?
Stretch marks are good.
Hey, I know you've been through something. Struggle real.
If y'all can see my face,
struggle be real. You know
the struggle is. Kendra Lamar says, "Show me some stretch marks, baby."
I also feel too. This is actually very good. Just talking.
I love it. I love it.
Talk about life and stuff. I just feel like when you are serious about somebody, you really will make sure they're okay.
That's right.
A lot of times, I think in this era where there's 50-50 and all this type of stuff.
Judge that 50-50 stuff.
I come from a different era. My dad always told me, hey, if you're going to go out to eat, you pay for the dinner. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to take somebody out, you pay for it. And I get it. It's a different age now.
Right.
So, it's, our parents back then, a house wasn't the same price as it is now.
That's right.
So things, I wonder.
That's good.
I wonder what my dad did. Like, I admire my dad when I think about it. 4 kids. We're playing soccer. We're not playing the regular sports now. We're playing soccer, golf, tennis, violin lessons. We're playing piano lessons. And then I'm wondering how this man is able to provide a lifestyle for us, even when he became a full-time pastor.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because my dad was in the finance company before he became a full-time pastor. So my dad took a salary cut to come to the church full-time. So when we had lifestyle like this, I'm talking about we had people that were there living with us taking care of us. You know what I'm saying? So when you have that type of lifestyle, you really think like, this is what we had, this is what my dad was able to provide, and he was able to do that even when we living off a pastor's salary. People don't understand that. And that man was able to do that. I knew in my head, with my mama being a homemaker, it was 100, 100.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't 50-50. It was 100, 100. My dad was sometimes, when I would wake up in the morning, he would already be gone. When I would go to sleep,
work hard.
I wouldn't see him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really start really becoming close, really to I could say when my dad became a full-time pastor, that's when I really got to spend time with my dad. You know what I'm saying? Because now he's not at the office every day.
That's right.
He's not worried about loans every day, right? So, that's a different type of mindset.
That is.
That you have to have.
They don't make them like that. No, I always say they don't make them like that no more. Because that's
$150,000 in the 90s is a big difference than making $30,000. Now, you go from $150,000 to $30K being a full-time pastor in Bastrop, Mississippi. That's a whole different ballgame.
That is. So I was telling you, like my son is 17, and he was like, Mom, I told my lady friend 50-50. And I just looked like, okay, because you know how your pawpaw is. Both your grandfathers take care of everything for the woman. You know how you was raised. When your dad is in your life and was in your life, he took care of everything.
And what's so crazy when women actually speak up on stuff like that? They're considered what, pick me or something like that? Pick me or something like that. They said pick me or something, pick me shit or something like that because they feel like, oh, you do this. No, it's okay to speak on your values. It's okay to say what you feel that man should do.
That's right.
It's okay to understand, hey, it's 100, 100.
And set your standards. Set your standards.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but I work at a job, right? I said where I work at a job. These boys making $220 a year, and their wives be at home. 3 kids. They the sole provider. I be sitting there watching like, wow, you provide.
Sole provider. Right? They take.
I don't know if it's a cultural thing. So I be quiet. I watch these white brothers do it, and their wives be at home. But you know what? One thing I noticed about them wives though, they be making sure that their husbands be at peace.
At peace, stress free.
Because they know that he bringing in that bacon. Now you can be at home, but there's sacrifices involved.
That's right.
If you want me to make this much, my homeboys be on that. They be on that from 8 a.m. to almost 9 o'clock at night with me. I'm single, okay? They got 3 kids, but they're providing a lifestyle for their family.
That's right.
So it's sacrifices that come into play when you really want that man to be the sole provider.
You got to do what you got to do as a woman. That's right. If you want that man to be the sole provider, you got to do what you got to do as a woman.
Now, if you already come to the game and you got this and you got this, that's why I say, okay, now.
Hold up, Priest. And like you said, don't be a desperate housewife. While he out there getting the bacon, bringing the money home, the 6 figures, and you trying to go with the plumber. You can't do that. All right? Now go back to what you were saying. So go. No, go back to what you were saying now. Like, you just said. I'm just saying that's fact.
That's fact.
So, like you said, so you got to bring your A game when he's out there bringing that money home. You, the wife at home, take care of the kids. You got to make sure he's at his peace of mind.
It's a peace of mind.
Like that.
It's a peace of mind, and I get it too. And to us, their wealth is built different.
Yeah.
I hate to say, but it's a reality, right? So for us, when I think of dating somebody, I have to think of, okay, what is it financially? I don't expect anything from a woman. You know what I'm saying? But what can I bring to the table that's going to help us overall?
That's right.
as a man, I want to make sure I bring this to the table. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you right now, there's only gonna be one king. If you mess with me, there can't be two kings.
It can't be two kings.
If
no
not, I'm gonna open the door.
That's
there's only one king. You know, and some people say, matter of fact, some people say they're king. You know, but in my situation, what I tell you one time, I said, I don't feel like I'm a king. I feel like I'm an emperor. Because you know, at the end of the day, I have Kirsten's mother, and she's the queen because she's Kirsten's mom. She's the queen mother of my daughter.
Right.
Right. You know, she's. I'm gonna respect her because she's the mother of my daughter. Right. And so when I meet somebody else, I gotta bring a new queen in my life. Right. So that's another queen. Right. So you got me walking around like Solomon now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, because you never really divorce. Because if you have a child, you always still have to deal with each other.
You're still gonna deal with that other parent.
You never really. You might sleep with that person, but when you divorce, divorce is the closest thing to death. Okay, and a lot of people when they divorce, their spirit was one because the Bible says you're one. Right. Right, and when you break off, that spirit breaks. Right, and that's why you have the emotional trauma at that time. Right, because that spirit broke. Soul tie. Right, it was tied. Boom, that person go off to find somebody else they have soul ties with, and another person. But now you have a child. Right? So you still have to bring them spirits back together. Come on, brother. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand that. So it's bigger than you and I. So when a woman tells me, I want you to do this, okay, I have obligations already, even though I'm not with that person. And she's gonna tell you, I wouldn't mess with him with campaign. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're going to make sure we provide the best lifestyle for our daughter. That's right. I can't come in and give you the best lifestyle for your kids. You should already did that with the man that you were with. And the woman that truly gets your heart, just say that when you meet your queen, say she comes in, she's going to help bandage those scars. She's going to help bandage if there's scars there. I truly mean that. Like when I see men and women in relationships and they're scarred, like we talked about emotionally scarred, you know, they seek help. So I recommend counseling. Not no preaching. Counseling. You can go to counseling. You go now. The preacher, a counselor, and he's got what we. Yes. You really think that preacher's a counselor? Yes. Why do you think a preacher's a counselor? Well, my mother is an apostle. She's a counselor. I mean, she's happily married to my father. So, but I understand where you're coming from. You have some that's out there that's not. Jamal Bryant, you think he's a counselor? I'm just. Jamal Bryant. You think Jamal Bryant's a counselor? He should be now because he have had several incidents that happen in relationships. So but he's a spiritual leader, right? And he's a big spiritual leader. So I'm thinking, yeah. I'm not trying to spark it. I'm just curious, okay? Because I wouldn't want nobody. Well, I'm just saying. I wouldn't want to put them hands on me. Okay, you have to have discernment. Let God send you to who He tells you to go to, whether it's the preacher. That's Dr. Stallworth trying to be DPR. I'm just asking questions. This is Dr. Carson. I'm real. Okay. That's what I'm saying. If you are led to go to whoever you go and get that counseling. But a lot of men and women are emotionally scarred, like we said before, and you need that bandage, you know, from God, the Holy Spirit, to help you. But in some cases, when you meet someone that's your soulmate or someone you think you're going to be with forever, they will have what you need and you will have what they need. And that's more in my book. You know, they will have what you need. You will have what they need. They come with an empty pot. You're going to fill that pot. And they're going to fill your pot. And y'all going to be good together. So, you know, if you never had someone you cooking on the stove and they come behind you and hug you while you're cooking spaghetti and you never felt that love before, that's what I'm talking about. You somebody tell you, you know, get out my kitchen. You can't cook throwing pots and pans and just being a narcissist, you know, and women can be narcissists too. Women and men, you know, can be narcissists. And we hear that word a lot, Dr. Carson. This is another show. But we hear that word narcissism. And it has it has to do a lot with control, jealousy, envy. Some black people say educated. You know, and a lot of people are not educated. Yeah, you're right. Oh my God. Yeah, but you're right. But narcissism is everywhere you go.
You see it in organizations. You see it when you climb the corporate ladder. There's a lot of business owners and CEOs that carry that type of spirit, and to keep you in a box. So, but what I'm saying is, first, get emotionally taken care of. Talk to yourself. Start writing stuff down. And this is my advice to you. Start writing down the things that you want in a man or what you want in a woman. Write it down on paper, as the Bible say. Write the vision down, make it plain. Write it down. I want my man to be like this, want this woman. And you start praying that every day. Thank you, God, for giving me this type of man or this type of woman. You say it every single day. And then when God starts to manifest it in your life, don't let it slip through your fingers like water because you're looking at something that may be a little off, or you're looking at something that didn't match all your 10 points. Start using discernment. And what is discernment?
I'm gonna give it to you real. You see how?
What is discernment?
Yeah, Dr. Stallworth quote scriptures.
And I'm
gonna keep it 100 with you. Okay, I'm gonna keep 100% gangster with you. Okay, I don't know what she's talking about, but I pray that y'all get it.
Y'all better get it. Y'all better get it.
But the reality is, she's right. You're right. You are right. You are right. You need to pray over your man. You need to ask God. God has to be involved in everything you do.
He has to.
And that's very big. I have a degree. Back in my younger days, I had a degree in hoism. You know what I'm saying? And that degree was hard.
We're on another podcast. You want to talk about that? Wait. Okay, then we're gonna close. I promise we're gonna close. But let's close with this. What he just said. He had a degree in hoism. What is hoism? What is that?
You already know.
What is hoism? Is hoism you're sleeping around with Tom, Dick, and Harry, or Sheila, Mary, and Beth Ann, or
I mean, I was that DMX song that was Trina, Lakeisha.
DMX. Oh, DMX said it.
4 Alicias. I was wild back when
Trina.
What you really want?
DMX say.
What you really want?
What you really want?
And so I was wild back in the day. You learn, So, this is a good podcast.
So wait. So finish it up. You said you had a degree in hoism. That means you was hoeing. Okay. Did you have a family? Were you happily married? And that's all I'm saying. I don't want to get into too much details with that, but did you have a family? Was it something that you enjoyed doing?
No, I just was. You're right. I was back in my younger days. I was arrogant. I was definitely arrogant. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Really?
In my younger days, and then too, I learned that, I told you before, it's all about being the spiritual leader of your household.
Right.
If you're not the spiritual leader of the household, then you're never going to really fulfill the responsibilities that you should do. And a lot of times, when people can't handle the truth, a lot of times, if I ask a woman, why'd you get divorced? She gets defensive. If I ask a woman questions, why'd you do this? What happened to this? She gets a little defensive, right? But if you ask me a question, I tell you straight up, I was a hoe. I was wrong. I learned from it. I grew from it. They don't know how to handle it because you're just brutally honest. You have to be brutally honest with yourself.
Brutally honest.
You know what I'm saying?
With yourself and with whoever you're trying to date. If God leads you to say that. Because some people come out with too much information too quick and you don't need to do that. I don't recommend that, but be honest with yourself like you just said.
Let me tell you something. I heard what Dr. Shira say. No, you tell the damn truth. You tell the damn truth. If that person asks you why you got divorced, you tell them why. I was a hoe. You tell it just like that. You say it's so real. And so you gotta be honest with yourself. Because you gotta put her on notice. Why would if I'm hiding stuff from you now, I'll be hiding with you hiding stuff from you later.
So how did you get over that part? You just cut all your female friends off, or you just was like, Lord, just help me.
I saw the effects of what I did to my family.
Oh.
I saw what my degree of hoism it played a role in that. You see certain things happen that you can't change. So these things we just gotta learn. So we just gotta take it one day at a time. You just go through it and you just kind of grow. Take it from there.
So you gotta keep growing. Take your time. Identify the things that are in your life that's causing you not to be happy in a good relationship, and fix it and move on, basically.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm yourself. This is a great podcast.
It is a great podcast.
I know we're over time.
But this was our first show.
You know
Yay.
It was pretty good. You know, I just like this dope.
I love it too. I love it too. I like how that people every week, you know, we're gonna do this every week, you guys. Come on and talk about real issues. We're gonna talk about the culture. We're gonna talk about politics. We're gonna talk about relationships and health. We're gonna talk about all that. So, Dr. Carson, I'm glad you ended on that note because
I was trying to give you something. I was trying to help you out.
Oh my gosh! We're gonna go back to that because that was funny. We're gonna go back to that next week. Okay.
I enjoyed it. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Lavish Show, the podcast. Let's be real.
Let's be real.